Welcome to another video of FTT Football Talk. And in today's video, let's talk about Kylian Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe. This man has been carrying Real Madrid single-handedly this year. Kylian Mbappe has been a real GOAT in Real Madrid this season, and I was wrong about him. At the beginning of the season, this man did not do a lot. He did not perform. He was very, very stale, but I did not expect him to step up now. And now he has a record of 10 goals in 10 games in La Liga, and that is absolutely a very, very good record for a striker like Kylian Mbappe. But wait, Kylian Mbappe is not a striker. Kylian Mbappe is a left winger. But anyways, the man scored 10 goals in 10 games. This man has been in the forefront of Real Madrid. And this guy could actually win the Ballon d'Or, unlike Vinicius Jr., who didn't. Even though Vinicius Jr. was actually deserving of the Ballon d'Or, there were some criteria they said that he did not fulfill, and that's with the discipline part, and I don't buy any of that. It still doesn't make sense. Vinicius Jr. had a great season and he deserved to win the Ballon d'Or, but that's how things are. But Kylian Mbappe, on the other hand, has a good season, and Kylian Mbappe actually deserves to win the Ballon d'Or. And this man right now is on his best form ever. And he has scored against small clubs in La Liga, I get it, but he also scored a hat-trick against Man City in the UCL. This man has scored against teams like Barcelona and Atletico de Madrid this season. So, see, there are still big clubs he scored against. So seeing that Kylian Mbappe did not score goals against big clubs and only small clubs, that's only a lie, because Kylian Mbappe has done that. Kylian Mbappe is doing his best and he's performing, and Kylian Mbappe will seriously be one of the best players in Real Madrid if Real Madrid actually give him more confidence, more time, and don't rush him. You will see Kylian Mbappe score more goals. Kylian Mbappe right now is on a momentum. He needs to step up. And he needs to take his things to the next level. And if Kylian Mbappe actually continues like this, Kylian Mbappe will win the Ballon d'Or. But in order for that to happen, Real Madrid, they need to win the UCL and the La Liga, which they still could and they still can. So for that, Kylian Mbappe, I believe in you. You need to perform. I remember a year ago, he did not play for Real Madrid. I said, where is Kylian Mbappe? I was, before you came to Real Madrid, before Kylian Mbappe came to Real Madrid, I was just saying, please, Kylian Mbappe, come to Real Madrid, come to Real Madrid, come to Real Madrid. He was a free agent, and it finally happened. He was this close for a renewal and staying at PSG. But no, it did not happen. It did not happen. And he made the move. He came to Real Madrid at a free transfer at July last year. And now he's part of Real Madrid. And I think he will be part of Real Madrid for many more years. I was actually wrong about Mbappe. When I said sell this guy and he's a fraud, I was wrong. My emotions got better of me. Because we had bad games. We lost 4-0 to Barcelona, and I don't like losing to Barcelona, especially Barcelona. When you lose to Barcelona 4-0 at an El Clasico, that doesn't look good. That does not look good, and I'm not happy about those things. So as a result, I was mad. I was out of line. I said sell him, but no. This is not how you treat your players. This is not how you treat your players. Instead of treating them like that, you support them. You actually support them. That's what you do. You do not treat your players like that. That's all I know. Because Kylian Mbappe is a GOAT. Kylian Mbappe is a guy that is actually a very, very important player for Real Madrid. And Kylian Mbappe is really, really needed. So saying things like that is not good. We need to support our players. We need to back our players, even though they have a bad time, because things can change at any time. They can go through things in their personal life. And speaking of a player right now who is going through that tough moment is Vinicius Jr. Vinicius Jr., I don't know if he lost his confidence. I don't know if he's playing good. I don't know if he's going to leave Real Madrid. I don't know if he's going to Saudi. I really don't know what this guy is going to do. This guy is actually, I don't know. This guy is actually, he's actually making me question him sometimes, but I understand. A lot of things are going through his head. I don't think Vinicius Jr. wants to leave Real Madrid because he knows that club has a lot of memories with him, and he knows what he has done there. So just because he hasn't performed for a few months does not mean that Vinicius Jr. will be back. Vinicius Jr. is starting to perform. He's starting to score goals. But there's one thing that he has issues with, and he doesn't pass the ball to his teammates. That is something that he needs to work on. We all know that he has ego problems, but so does Mbappe. So does Rodrigo. Many players in football today have egos, especially Erling Haaland. So just saying that Vinicius Jr. has a massive ego and he's that and he's this does not make sense. So we need to support Vinicius Jr. regardless. So you guys know that. Vinicius Jr. will rise again. Vinicius Jr. will be back and he will start scoring goals. People need to be patient because he will perform again. Mark my words. If he has done it before, he can do it again. That's what I say. That's all I have to say. Now, let's go to the next part. And now we have the internationals. We have Spain versus Netherlands. Spain versus Netherlands. The Nations League. Yeah, tonight we have Lamine Yamal versus Van Dijk. Or is it Lamine Yamal versus Cody Gakpo? You decide and you choose. Because right now we're going to have a match between two nations that have history, that have faced each other 2 straight World Cups. The first one, of course, being the 2010 World Cup, where Andres Iniesta scored a late goal at the 120th minute, and Spain won the World Cup 2010. Second time, it was in 2014, where Netherlands got revenge 5-1 in the opening game. Can you believe 5-1? And that was a massive revenge. So these two nations have one up on each other. But tonight, who do you think will win? Will it be Spain? Will it be Netherlands? That's the $1 million question I would like to know. Who will win this game? Because in my opinion, I think Spain is going to win because Spain is in a better form. We all know what they did last year in the Euros when they won. Against all odds, I never thought Spain would come back like this and win. But man, oh man, I was wrong. Spain actually won the Euros, especially with Lamine Yamal and everything. Spain actually took it home. They won everything. And this is something that I won't forget, actually. Spain actually won the Euros and they're the champions. This is something that I'm never forgetting. But let's go to tonight. Let's go to tonight. Spain versus Netherlands. What is the match prediction? My prediction for this match is 2-0 to Spain. Or you know what? Not 2-0. 2-1 to Spain. Yeah. Netherlands are actually good. So I'm going to go with 2-1 Spain. That's what I think. But I don't know who the goal scorers will be. But I think Spain will win 2-1. And Spain will go through. And of course, after this, we have like 1 week left of this international break. And after this, we'll go back to La Liga. It will go back to Real Madrid versus Leganes at the Estadio Santiago Bernabeu. And in that game, we will see who wins. But I'll go through that later on. But as for right now, I would like to say that if you're interested in my content, make sure to like, notify, and subscribe to FTT_Football Talk. And I'll see you in my next video.